Ground Control 204 Black Ops Technology. Welcome back to the bench, guys. Today we have an RCI 2995. This is Mr. Milliken's radio, and when he contacted me, the man was very direct in what he wanted, and I appreciate that. Not only do I appreciate your business, but I appreciate how direct you were. You know, some guys come at me, man, they want 30 million things done, and by the time you get ready to do those, then they got, 20 million things to subtract and say, no, I don't want that, so some guys can be a pain in the ass. But Mr. Milliken, thank you for your directiveness. I appreciate it. The way we linked up, we're eye to eye, okay? I know what you want. You got some janky issues going on here. We're going to throw out diagnostics. We're going to check her out. We're going to get her straight. But the interesting part, the most interesting part of this video, you guys are going to have to pay attention to watch, man, because Mr. Milliken is going HiFi with this, okay? Or what we should really call wideband, all right? And I've implied to Mr. Milligan to go the cheapest, easiest route, okay? Now, we have your V7 equalizer here. Touchscreen version. A must. Way better than V6, okay? We have your high quality Mogami XLR cable. We got your power cord for your V7 equalizer. We have a brand new coffin style microphone that we're going to turn into your PTT. Very simple. And your pop stopper, which connects to your mic boom. All right. And inevitably, this is the biggest piece that you just got to love. The MXL 990. That's right. MXL 990. And we're going to get you squared away. This is going to be a good video. And once it gets back to your area, you said nobody runs this type of stuff around your area. Once you get back to your area and you get it all set up, you're going to get nothing but flowers, brother. Flowers. Well, don't get me wrong. You're going to have some haters too, because, haters are fucking out there everywhere, dude. They'll fucking jump out the bushes on you. Hating motherfuckers, man. Can't stand them. But I love them. Yeah. But yeah, man, once you get this back, you're gonna be tickled to death. And you're gonna get a lot of flowers, brother. So, without further ado, ratchet John, mic gain all the way down. RF power all the way down. All right? She's been on for probably about 4 minutes prior to this video. So she hasn't had a lot of time for warming up and stabilizing. But let's see what she's doing. About a 3-watt dead key. $27,206. As you can tell there, it's $27,205. A slight intermittent shift here, as well as there. We'll get y'all squared away. Carry you on the scope. Reflect meter. Barely any, if none at all. Middle meter, 50-watt forward. Right meter, 100-watt forward. All right. We're going to come back here. We'll turn your mic gain all the way up. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. Yowzers. Jesus Christ. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to sit y'all down right there. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. Find my handy dandy poker. Your carrier is severely pinched. Roll-offs are terrible. It's even flat topping. Yeah, this thing is putting out some serious spurious harmonics, man. Jesus Christ. Not good. Not good. All right. So she's funky monkey, man. Now, we're going to come back here. RF power all the way up. Mic gain all the way down. Got about 35 watt dead key on the high side. About a half a watt of reflect. So your reflected power it's also about a half a watt on the bird slug. Okay, see if we can't shine some light. There we go. About a half a watt of reflect, 50 forward in the middle, about 36 watts. All right, so I'm gonna come back here, RF power all the way down, mic gain all the way up. Let's watch the peak setting. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. All right, now this freezes everything that it reads out, okay? So, forward, 170 watts peak, that's true to the tone, okay? To the 1 kilohertz tone, that's what it's true to. Reflect power, you're losing almost 3 watts, okay? So 2.6 watts are coming back down into the radio. That's not good. All right. I'm going to modulate real quick. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black Ops technology. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So, we all know this is about a 150 watt radio. Okay. And that's without any upgrades or modifications or anything like that. So hopefully things aren't clipped and snipped, you know, because this radio is doing almost 195 watts peak as you modulate into the microphone. All right. So we're going to come back here, turn the RF power all the way up. Mic gain is all the way up. We're going to modulate into the mic. Audio. Oh. Your carrier's pinching. Audio. Black Ops technology. No doubt about it. Break. Audio. Yeah, man. About 196 watts of peak power. High side of the RF power is about 36 watt dead key. All right. Now, when we modulate, we're losing about 3 watts. That's reflected power, man. Now we're to come back to the old scope. RF power all the way up. Mic gain all the way up. 1 kilohertz tone. All right, man. Any way you look at it, man, she's funky monkey. Okay? So, without further ado, and without Ratchet John, we're going to get this thing worked with, all right? Or should I say worked on. I'm feeling the heat sinks back here. And from what I can get my fingers on, it's not too terribly hot. The chassis, it's not too terribly hot, okay? So, like I said before, without more Ratchet John, let's get a new segment going, okay? Hold on to something, guys. And we're moving on. Okay, so basically, you got the 6950011A board with the old school transformer and the dual caps. We've tested both caps. Both caps are still valued. They're still in good condition, okay? What we need to do, these are your remote wires for your amp. What we need to do is pull these finals back, re-thermal paste them, because it's dry as fuck, okay? And your voltage regulator. And we'll go down the chain as well. Let's see if we can get some light in here. There we go. All right. There is one thing we need to check out and show on video, and that is your trap coil. Right here. Yeah, that's been spaced. We need to get that back wound tight. Let's see, my handy dandy poker. This one right here. Got to get that back wound tight. All right. And also, I noticed, it was probably due to heat, this should be your AC line filter, okay? And we got this thing right here, your neutral wire. Well, it actually might not be neutral, but it's gotten so hot it's desoldered itself. Okay, so we have to get that back in line. All right. So at least you got a $29.95 that doesn't have the damn switching power supplies in there. You know, Meanwell or not. Meanwell is a good company, but switching power supplies can just cause so much fucking noise, and oh man, it's crazy. So more than likely, you know, when we start adding LEDs and stuff like that and new lighting, you know, you're not going to get any noise from them, which is a blessing. Now we got to get going and get on the ball. We're going to pull the amp section. We're going to test that, and we're going to see if we need any more thermal paste on those transistors or not. When I was using it and testing it on the previous segment, the back heat sink didn't get too hot. The chassis back here didn't get too hot, which is a major plus. So, yeah, without the continuation of Ratchet John, you might know what I'm about to say. Let's get down to business. All right, we're back. RF power all the way down. Mic gain all the way down. We kicked your dead key up just a little bit. Almost a 4-watt dead key, which is perfect for high drive radios. All right. Come back here. RF power all the way up. A 26-watt dead key. Basically a 1/4 watt reflect. All right. So let's set you down. Mic gain all the way up, RF power all the way down. RF power all the way down, mic gain all the way up. Audio check 1 2 3. 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 Got an average peak swing of 135. Max peak was about 170, but as you can see, that reflect went down as well. Audio check 1 2. So about 2.5 watts of reflect with that 175 watt peak. Audio. Yeah, your average swing is going to be about 130 watts. That's average swing, okay? We'll come back. RF power all the way up. Mic gain all the way up. Audio check 1 2 3. Audio check 1 2 3. Audio check 1 2 3. About an average swing of 160 and a max swing of 195. Okay. Audio. Reflect is not going above 3 watts anymore, which is a huge plus. Okay. I'm gonna set you guys down right there. A 1 kilohertz tone coming up. She's clean. She's mean. A lot cleaner than it was when it came in here. No doubt about it. All right. So we showed you what she's doing now. And as you guys can tell, it is nighttime out now. So we've been stressing the scenario of getting this radio done and rocking. No doubt about it. All right. Stay tuned. We're going to show you the inside of the radio. I'm going to show you some things we got squared away. Next segment. Hold on to something. Hey, Mr. Milliken, we're back, okay? Over here on your ripple current board, we got your wire solder back up. Remember this right here actually desoldered itself, more than likely due to the heat. We've added mix 43 ferrite here before your cap. Then another one in between the cap. So inevitably, once that juice starts flowing through here, man, you're not gonna have any noise coming back, any power coming back. Okay, These ferrites are key, man. They really are. It'll quiet up anything. That's if you place it in the correct places. Sometimes they require a few wraps, but most times not. We have everything pulled back and re-thermal pasted, okay? All right. We also, here's your power wires for your fan back here. Okay, these power wires come back here to this jack right here. Okay, and that's what gives you your power for your fan kit. So what we did is we put a ferrite around that, mix 43, and we zip tied it to the chassis here. Okay, we also put a mix 43 on your internal feed line. Okay, this feed line comes from the radio, sends a signal to the amplifier, and then out to the antenna. All right, another thing that we added here, okay, is an on-off switch for your amplifier. All right, we have one ferrite coming into the lead, another ferrite coming out of the lead, which goes back into the amplifier. Okay, and they're both mixed 43 ferrites. So switch up is amplifier on. All right, and switch down is amplifier off. So now you can run this radio with the tiniest little amplifier available. All right, or you can just go barefoot. Maybe you got a couple guys that are a few miles away and you don't need too much power. Well, buddy, you can turn your amplifier on and off now, man. Okay, it's a decent radio. It really is. I had some serious issues with the biasing. I had serious issues with the modulation circuit, single sideband limiter circuit. Whoever was in this radio before, man, yeah. Let's just say, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I didn't understand once you get in here and you start screwing around with biasing, there's one thing about a technician, okay? If you get a radio back and the biasing is all screwed up, it's not because of bad components or anything like that. And you come over here and the in the pot locations are in adjustment to where they shouldn't be. Okay, considering test equipment. That's when you know somebody just came in here without the proper test equipment and tweaked something on a bird meter or a fucking peak meter or something like that. And that's not good. Anyways, last segment, you got to see what it was doing on AM. Now this segment, you are going to see what it's going to do on single sideband. Okay, and then we'll go back to AM and we'll switch the amp off and we'll let you see what it does with the amp off. All right. So let's sit you down here. Two-tone coming up, single sideband. Beautiful, beautiful. And to the tone, she is doing about 67 watts peak. Okay, true to the tone. And with the tone being modulated in it, it's only about 1.2 watts of reflected power. Okay, so let's key up and modulate into the mic. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 and 5. Yeah. There you go. She locked her in about 97 watts of peak power there. All right. We'll come back here. Turn that up. Shit. Turn the RF power all the way up. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 150, about 140 watts peak there while you modulate. Okay. And now we're gonna come back here. Put it on AM. Push down for amplifier off. All right. RF power is all the way down. Mic gain's all the way up. Oh, 3.9 watt dead key. It'll drive a low drive amplifier, yes. Usually I'll run them at 3 watts. This right here would definitely be maxing out a low drive amplifier, considering dead key. Now let's modulate. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but that peak isn't. Nope, you got almost 12 watts of peak power there. Okay, so you can run this 2995 barefoot now. All right, brother? Which is really cool. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And RF power all the way up. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so RF power all the way up. Basically, you have yourself a 6 watt dead key, and it swings to 12. Yeah, man. Now it can be a low powered radio. All right. So, next segment is going to be the HiFi gear. We'll get it all set up, okay? And we'll demonstrate the hookup process, and we'll throw out some settings on there too. So you can always come back to this video, you know, in reference to the mixer settings, the equalizer settings. All right, so let's get all that squared away and set up, and we'll be back. All right, Mr. Milliken, here's your shock mount for your microphone. Always put your shock mount on first before dropping your mic into the shock mount, okay? Just screws on here. Tighten that up for the angle you want. Tighten this up for the angle you want. It's just a C-clamp down here, okay? So you just tighten that up to a table of your own liking. All right, now when you drop the mic in, make sure you open it, all right? Just like that. I'm gonna do a demonstration for you. And also look inside the mic, okay? Look inside the mic. This is the front of the mic, all right? Where you see the MXL up here. That is the front of the mic. If you talk on that side, it's backwards, all right? MXL's got to face you, brother. So what we're gonna do, squeeze the clip, drop her in. Boom. We're going to be sitting here, and we're going to be facing this way. So, MXL will be facing me, all right? That is your front. I just wanted to show that to you, okay? You put the mic in here, and you want to hook it up. A lot of people do it. The mic can drop out. You can drop the whole thing. So, it's always best. It is always best to install the shock mount first, okay? We'll be back. All right, and the next piece is your pop stopper, okay? It should probably be about that far away from the microphone. Flexible gooseneck, just come up here, install it on a on an arm position of your liking. You can install it to where it loops under, or you can install it to where it loops over, whatever you're liking, okay? Now this will kill a lot of the P's and the B's and the S's, the words that start with those letters, and okay, that's what it is. It's a pop stopper. And it does work great, but like I told you before, prior in the video, let's get you an added afro cover as well, or afro head, okay? And that'll really soften up all those harsh sounding words, okay? Yeah, so we'll be back. All right, and now your next step is to connect your 3-pin LXR Make sure you make it click. You hear that click? And then come back around. Okay. To the back of your EQ. Direct. Okay. And now your USB hookup. All right. So, can you use a phone charging block? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Right into the wall or extension cord. Or maybe you want to do what I did. And just get you a nice little USB charging dock. Mine even has blue LED screen. Tells you the voltage and everything. You can get one of those, man. And you can use it to charge your phone and all types of stuff. And also charge up your, power up your V7 equalizer. Now what we'll do, I'm gonna set you down right there. You will plug up your PTT. All right. There's no mic element in here whatsoever. It is only a PTT. All right. This is the hookup, simplified. Okay. I don't want you, not saying that you would, but I don't want you to get all this stuff and you'll be scratching your head and trying to read manuals when you can just watch a video. It's much more easier. Okay. Now, next segment, we'll get everything fired up. We'll go through the settings. We'll tune it out a little bit. Of course, everyone's voice is different. So, if you tinker around with it after me, you can always come back and get these settings. Okay. I'll make sure there'll be enough screenplay for the V7 equalizer that you can pause it and view all the settings. So even if you want to play around with it, considering your voice is different than mine, of course, fine, good luck and have fun. All right. But remember, you can always come back here for a reference if you throw this thing out of whack too much. All right. All right. We'll be back. Hold on. All right. And we're back. I'm sorry for so many clips and segments, man, but this is a one-man show here. So I got to do all the radio testing, all the radio work. I got to choreograph the videos and I got to make sure everything is, clear and legible, Just like right now, I have this V7 equalizer kind of propped up a little bit. All right. And it picks up the screen a little bit better when I come in like this. All right. But let's see if we can do it this way just a little bit. Now, when you first fired it up, it's going to be on mic. All right. Hopefully we can save these settings. And by the time it gets back to you, they're still saved. What you want to do, though, if they're not saved, is input, biased mic XLR, green dot, biased, okay? Now you see that the microphone is picking up my audio. Check 1, 2, 3, black ops, black ops, black ops. You see that? Okay, it's also showing you your mic level and your compression level. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But get this, guys. The radio's not even on. Okay. The PTT buttons over here. The radio's not even on. This is why I always suggest and recommend to get some headphones. Okay. Get some headphones that have a 3.5 millimeter stereo jack on it. All right. It's a little mini stereo jack is all it is. And you plug it in here and you instantly hear your modulation without having to key the mic up. Okay. So everything is done here first. I do not suggest using the radio talkback. Why? You have a nice device here that's giving you everything you need. Why revert back to shitty talkback on radios? Okay? So, get you some headphones. You'll know exactly what I mean when you hook up the headphone and you hear yourself. You're like, holy shit. You know, this this is not talkback. This is an actual HiFi audio monitor circuit. Okay? Now, you come here for your levels. Your gain, that's already too high. So what I'm going to do is take the knob, adjust it down to about there. All right. Your gate level. Audio check 1, 2, 3. You're going to want this gate level at least right here. At least right here. When you put your headphones in and you turn it all the way, okay, like you want your gate to be down, not up. All right, this is not more. All right, that's less noise gate. What this does is it eliminates all background noise. Damn near all. I mean, it's cool. So if I put my headphones in the monitor circuit and I have this all the way up, most times I can hear my kids in the next room in my headphones. Okay? You'll hear fans and all types of things. So you keep your noise gate at least right there. All right? At least right there, buddy. And you understand what I mean when you start playing with the noise gate. You'll hear all types of background noise. You know what I'm saying? This stops all that from coming into your studio microphone. Compressor level. This is what compresses your vocals, okay? It keeps them from clipping, keeps them nice and tight, and also adds a little bit of gain. Audio check 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this is all the way down. Compressor is all the way down. We'll crank it all the way up. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll actually get some decent compression on your audio. Okay, I usually recommend compression to be about right there. Okay, audio check 1, 2, 3. Maybe a little bit higher. We'll set it at 20. Okay, now here's your drive. Okay, this right here determines how much audio actually is put through the circuit. Okay, not your gain, but the drive. Okay, and usually most radios, they like their drive to be a rate around 20 as well. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. And she's clipping a little bit. Let's turn it down. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio 1. And this is about 4, maybe 5 inches away from the microphone. You could probably get a little bit closer depending on the settings. No doubt about it. And we'll kick the drive up just a little bit. Let's say 15. That's probably about 15 right there. Let's move on. Monitor. This is how loud your monitor circuit is going to be in your headphones. Okay? All right? Usually, I can run the monitor all the way up because I've really fine-tuned my system. I can run the monitor all the way up, plug in my headphones, make sure everything is straight, and then come back here and just turn monitor off. Okay? We'll put you at like, let's say 24, 25. Okay? So if you ever do plug in your headphones, you're not wondering why you can't hear yourself. All right? So that is your monitor settings for your headphone. All right? Now, to back out of here, you're going to click that. All right? And then we'll come into the EQ. I'm really fast at this, all right, because I've used these for so long, and I know what I want to sound like. You know, everybody wants to sound like Motormouth Mall, Spark Plug, and all the wideband radios. So First thing we're going to do is we're going to crank up this bass to about right there. Crank up that bass to about right there. Crank up that bass to about right there. This is the very last end of your bass setting right here. So right there should be cool. Maybe right there. Yeah, drop that down just a little bit. Remember, CB radio and the modulation circuits, they're set up for high frequencies. All right, not super high, but there's no reason to bring more. We can bring this up to about right there. And that one right there. There's no reason to add more high frequencies to a modulation circuit, okay? So this is probably where I would run your setup right here, all right? Now, me personally, since my voice is deeper, it's raspy, and stuff like that, I will bring my highs up a little bit more, okay? Probably to +8. These three are your highs, all right? 1, 2, 3. These 3 bars are your highs. And then this is your last frequency of your high end. Then it goes into mid, last end of bass, 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 okay? So remember, when you start from left, bass, bass, bass. This is the tail end of bass. These are your mids, okay? This is the tail end of your high frequencies, all right, your treble, all right? And then so forth and so forth, okay? So more than likely, with this setting here, when you key up, oh man, that bass is gonna sound great. That wideband FM broadcast sound is gonna be really, really plush. It's gonna be nice, man, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. You can always change it up, man. You can always change it up and have fun. And that's what it's about. You want to go back to the main menu? Click the variable. All right, here's your echo. You click delay and tune out your delay, and you tune out the level. This is how loud it's going to be, how much is going to be injected into your audio. The time is going to be the span of your delay echo. And then you can come back here and just use echo and do the same thing. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn time down. We'll keep level at -12. Then I'll come back here and delay is at 0. Here's your Roger beep. It does have a built-in Roger beep, a very, very low tone, not a high-pitched Roger beep. I love this Roger beep. It's a very low tone. Boop. That's it. It's a very, very, very nice thing. I like it. It's cool. You know, most of Galaxies and RCIs, man, the Roger beep, they're so high-pitched, man. It's just, it's like, why put them on there? Okay, so to click that off, no Roger beep. Click that off. No echo, no delay. Okay, so if you want everything to be blue, if you don't want to use it or have it in line, okay? The yellow means it's on. All right. So we're gonna click this and go back to menu. That right there. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the pass setting. When you hit pass, all right, this is your pass filter. That means it turns everything off but the mic. So your level, your EQ, and echo will not work when the pass filter is on, okay? This is to save trouble with having to go back and turning everything off one by one. So if you don't want to run that shit, you just come over here and like, I don't want to hear the echo today. Or I don't want to run the EQ or anything like that. You would just hit pass. Okay, norm, you already know that's for, local talk, local long distance talk. It'll keep all your settings in line to the exact, okay? DX, it just kind of opens up the equalizer just a little bit more. Okay, so that means that you won't have to talk as loud or whatever the case may be. Different settings is very cool. Me personally, I run normal at all times. I don't even worry about that, okay? So, with that being said, when we ran through it as quickly as possible, with keeping in mind that, you know, we're trying to inform a guy here, Mr. Milliken. It's all new to him, so please, if you've been into HiFi, if you've dove into it more than just the V7 equalizer, please have patience. This guy is really getting into it, and he's as brand new as a baby to it. So we're trying to inform the guy as much as possible. All right. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No doubt about it, man. HiFi system. Sounding real good with your $29.95. No doubt about it, man. And we're just at a normal speaking tone here. And you can hear the bass, and you can definitely hear the equalization we got going on here. And just a little bit of compression. All right, give me a second and we'll bypass all these settings and then show you just straight up mic. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is without the equalization. This is without the reverb and the levels. Okay, straight mic. We're gonna get back out of this and we'll go back to our original settings. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Break. Here's the modulation without any reverb at all. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I unkey, you will hear the Roger beep. Not a very like high-pitched Roger beep whatsoever. No doubt about it. 204 ground control, Black Ops technology, and we just got down. And we're back, man. That's what she's looking like now on the outside. All cleaned up. And of course, you wanted the Black Ops sticker. We got you good. We got you good, man. Got to send all this stuff to you. Well, minus my headphones. That's right. No doubt about it. Appreciate your business. Appreciate your patience, Mr. Milligan. And you have yourself a happy Thanksgiving. 73.